What's going to happen to them when they get to the public school system? Not how are they educated, but how are they fed? How's their biome being cared for? What is their pediatrician doing every time that they put a vaccine on the schedule? Do they know the safety and efficacy of that? And so today's podcast, I'm recording this intro after the podcast because I wanted to just tell you how impactful it was, how he was able to break down the corruption in our nutritional research and the corruption in our food supply and the influence that big food and big pharma has over our public policy, the policy that determines how your children are fed, how your children are taught, and what our healthcare system covers and doesn't cover. Why are we so pro chemicals, synthetics, and pharmaceuticals? And why have we gotten away from things like peptides and whole foods and exercise and vitamins and minerals and amino acids and nutrients? The thing that God gave us to make us thrive rather than the thing that man makes us to make us sick. And he did such a good job of describing the dependency that our sick care system has created. Sadly, so many Americans, tens of millions of them, are dependent on the system. We don't independently have our own healthcare choices because we walk down the aisles and the food that we're consuming is actually what's leading to the medication that's required to treat the conditions from this causal relationship between food and chemicals and health. And so I really hope that you enjoy this podcast today. Bobby came to my house to join me at the UFC fights and to talk about some of, what we could do together to help make America healthy again. And I just grabbed them and brought them in the room and I sat them down for this podcast. And it was one of the most authentic, genuine podcasts I've ever done because I really felt the intention of this man. And I think you will too.